Yo, you're lucky for clicking on this video because this strategy is absolutely juiced. Salsa's a family, and today I'm going to be showcasing how you guys can scoop up 86 overall players for a price of around 10,000 coins. And no, I didn't misspeak there. You heard me right. I said 10,000 coins for an 86.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
And since this is kind of like no money spent episode number 2 on the channel, I think there's a very important upgrade we gotta make. If you know, you know, man. My boy is back and better than ever this year. But getting back on track here, enough banter about my first adopted child, let's take a look at how we're going to be getting 86s for a grotesquely cheap price. We're going to be completing a master headliner set for either Joe Mixon or Legarius Sneed. And essentially the way these sets work is you gotta put in 5 86 overall players to complete the Legarius Sneed. And as you guys can see in the fine print, it says submitted players will be returned as account bound BND. So here's the game plan, and here's how you guys can follow along at home to get these 86s for a super reduced price. Now step 1, what you're going to do is you're going to hop on over to the Joe Mixon or Legarius Sneed set, and essentially all you're going to do is you're going to snipe on this filter. Now the way that I snipe on this filter is I click X and then I click O. Basically what X is going to do is it's going to filter it down by all the 86 overall headliner players, and then when you click O, you back out. And essentially by clicking X and then clicking O, you're going to refresh on this filter, and it's essentially going to show you all the newest players the second they get posted. And what you're looking for is you are hoping to find one of these cards for a price of around 50,000 coins. Because in a perfect world, the numbers are going to be really simple on this method. You buy 5 86 overall players at a price of 50,000 coins per card. That of course is going to be 250,000 coins in spend. And then essentially you'll go ahead, complete the set for Joe Mixon or Legarius Sneed, sell off the Joe Mixon or Legarius Sneed for a price of around 220k, which means you're getting back 200,000 coins after tax. And then essentially what's going to happen is you're left over with all these 86s and 50,000 coins in spend. And of course that 50,000 coins in spend, when we divide it by the 5 cards we're going to be getting, that equates to exactly 10,000 coins per card. Now remember how I said in a perfect world you get them for 50,000 coins? Well, unfortunately this isn't a perfect world. It's going to be challenging to find every single card at 50k. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my snipes and the guys that I purchased to show you guys realistically how much it's going to cost to do this set. So as you guys can see, I found one card at 51k. That's a pretty good deal. 54k isn't a bad price at all. Then 56 and 57. So for being realistic here, I would say the price point you're probably going to want to buy at is anything close to about 55,000 coins. I'd say if you get anywhere around that 55,000 coin price range, you're going to be in a good situation. Because buying at 55,000 coins is going to essentially mean, oh my god, can we land this snipe right here? I backed out. That was one for 250 coins. Oh my goodness, that would have been crazy. But like I was saying, if you guys get these cards at 55,000 coins instead of 50k, essentially all that's going to mean is now instead of spending 10,000 coins per 86, your price goes up to 15k per 86. I would say personally for me, that's worth it. If you guys want to be more nitpicky, you can go through and try and find your cards for 50k, but it will be challenging to find all your snipes at that price. And yeah, I mean, like sometimes you'll find a card for 50k, but realistically it's going to be tough to consistently find them at 50,000 coins. Now all I'm doing again to find these players is I'm clicking X and then I'm clicking O to automatically refresh on this filter, and right now we're seeing nothing, man. We aren't seeing anything good. Now here is actually the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about as I do this method. In the description it says submitted players will be returned as account bound. Now unfortunately what I'm thinking that means is instead of going in here and doing the set for Joe Mixon and getting all 5 86s back in return, you're going to get the cards that you put into the set back in return. So it's looking like right now I'm going to get 2 Gabe Davises and 2 Carson Wentz's. So ideally what you guys might want to do is you might want to try and like buy one of each player. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually go through and do it that way, but I'm going to be the guinea pig here in the video. You guys will see whether or not we get all 5 86s back or we get the exact ones we put into the set back as end cats. Hey, so there we go. We just snagged a Donald Parham at around 57,000 coins. I will say it's a little bit out of the price range, but I'm not really that concerned with spending a little bit more on some of these cards. Again, I'm not going to be picky. If I end up spending 17,000 per 86 instead of like 15, it's not a big issue. Now, before you guys go in here and just redeem either one of these sets, there's a very important step I want to showcase. What you guys got to do is you got to go to your auction block and filter it down by the quality 88 to 89. And then when you're on this filter, I want you guys to check and see which 89 overall hero is selling for a more expensive price. So as you guys can see, it looks like right now Joe Mixon is consistently selling for about 220,000 coins. That's perfect. What that's going to mean is once we do the Joe Mixon set, we're going to make back exactly 200,000 coins after tax. To get Madden 23 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. So yeah, let's redeem our Joe Mixon set right here. We are clicking square. We are automatically putting these players into the set. This is kind of the moment of truth. I'm a little bit curious, A, how much training the BND B&D players could be going for, and B, if we're actually going to be getting all 5 players back or the exact ones we put in. So here we go. Let's rip our pack for Joe Mixon. We're going to be getting the 89 overall Mixon card right here, and I don't know what else I'm getting. I just clicked advance, and I think that's it. I'm going to have to go to my binder and see who else we have. So navigating on over to the binder, moment of truth. Okay, the way they did it is the cards you put into the set you get back as BND players. So in the situation that you want to get back like Carson Wentz as a BND player, be sure you guys go in here and buy the Carson Wentz before completing the set. And yeah, all I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out my Joe Mixon card right here for a price of around like 220k. I'm very content to sell the player at that price, and that's going to give me back 200,000 coins. Now remember fellas, all I did is spend my original investment of around like 260k to get these 5 players. So let's make some upgrades to the team and then actually talk about what could be potentially the most important part of this method at the end of the video. So Carson Wentz right here is slotting in at the new QB1. Then at tight end number 1, I am stoked to be able to pick up Donald Parham Jr. This card looks like an absolute behemoth. He looks like a beast. And at wide receiver, I'm going to upgrade my Marquez Valdez-Scantling card for the 86 overall Gabriel Davis. That looks pretty good. So now that I think about it, this is kind of the moment of truth. How much training is this 86 overall Carson Wentz going to quick sell for? I'm very curious. It's only 210 training. Okay, that's not ideal. So in this situation, we get our Carson Wentz, we can quick sell the player, and we're also going to go ahead and get a Gabriel Davis 86 that we can quick sell, but ultimately it's not looking like we're getting a ton of training. So unfortunately, all I'm going to be able to do is open up one of these 78 plus packs. In an ideal world, you'll probably want to be able to buy all 5 of the 86s so you can get them all back in return as end cats, but unfortunately that's not what we did. But regardless, this is an unbelievable method. In an ideal world, you guys are able to get all 5 players and put them into the set and then get all 5 players back in return. Or if you're in a situation where you're like, you know what, I don't really need the Quiddy pay card, you don't necessarily need to worry about sniping on that one filter. But ultimately, this is a great method. It's going to spit out 86s for around 10 to 15k. You're not going to find that deal anywhere else in the market. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.